Muses. My name is Melissa and this is my YouTube channel, Melissa's Muse. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you. Thank you for spending your time with me. I am a published author. I write sci-fi and epic fantasy. I'm also a new homesteader. I make a lot of homesteading, gardening videos. I also like to talk about mental health issues and my health journey, physical and mental health journey. Make videos about that too. So thank you for spending your time with me, or thank you for coming back if you were returning to my channel. Today I thought I would talk about the power of our thoughts and how powerful keeping a positive outlook can be. This is kind of a follow-up to that really long video that I made last week about my childhood and how I was raised in a cult and how that experience has informed how I see the world and why certain issues, especially women's issues and women's health issues and women's rights issues, are so important to me. And I also shared how the outlook of certain things that are going on in our country and in the world have really been making me feel anxious and depressed. And a lot of my friends that I talk to online have felt the same way. So I know that I'm not the only one. Well, what I've decided to do, and it's been working the last several days, that I have just been kind of going back to the basics. I had to stop my therapy sessions because I absolutely love my therapist. She saved my life. Absolutely love her. But we don't have internet here, or it's satellite internet, which is basically not internet. It's okay for checking your email as long as it's not cloudy or rainy outside, and that's just about it. There's no like Zoom meetings or anything like that. And our cell service, even though we had to go with Verizon because it's the only one that actually has any cell service, but it's still only one bar of 4G, and that's not all the time. So with very little cell service and almost no internet, I had to stop seeing my therapist because since COVID, she went to completely on telehealth, and I don't have the capabilities of doing that yet. I'm trying to get some internet here. I'm trying to manifest some internet, but I decided to just go back to the basics. What I learned 6 years ago when I started on this journey, when I don't know, how do you say that? Awoken? I woke up. I don't know. I escaped. I woke up, and I got myself into therapy. And even before I got into therapy, I started meditating. I found meditating, and before, of course, we weren't allowed to do that in the cult because I don't know. They thought we were talking to Satan or something. I have no idea. But when I found meditation, and at first it was really hard to do, of course, like, you know, starting anything new, it's going to be hard to do, and it was hard to quiet my brain because I was in that circular thought pattern, and I was so sick and so fragile. I just started with like 5-minute meditations every day, and then it would get a little bit longer, 10-minute meditation, then it would get a little bit longer, 15 meditation, and Then it got longer. It was 20, 30 minutes. And the benefits that I derived from just meditation alone were profound. They were profound. That got me to the next step, which was to look for a therapist. And I had been, can't remember if I talked about it before, but I had been in therapy before, talk therapy before, for short times, on and off, when I was diagnosed with bipolar years ago. But the one big thing in this cult was that you couldn't, kind of like Fight Club, you don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. So I didn't have open dialogue with any of my therapists. I couldn't talk about how the cult affected me, because then you would give the cult a bad name, and if you give the cult a bad name, then you would give God a bad name, and, well, bye-bye at Armageddon. Birds are going to peck your eyes out, dogs are going to eat your flesh, all that wonderful stuff in the Bible. So I couldn't open up to my therapist, so that never worked. But this last time that I went to therapy, I was out, and I was going to tell her everything. I was going to be open, and I really didn't care about giving the cult a bad name, and me and God had just broken up, and so I was like, whatever. And so that I was able to continue to heal. Well, the last, I don't know, it's probably been the last month or so. It's just, I get so much anger, and like a feeling like it's just, what's the use? What's the use? Especially with how the laws are going in this country. It's depressing, especially if you're a woman. And so I got into the habit of, I don't watch any network news. Obviously, I haven't watched network news even when I had internet, because it's all biased anyway. It's owned by corporations, so of course they're going to be pro corporation. But I would watch a few YouTubers, or read lots of articles. I trust the AP and stuff like that. But I was very informed about political things, and it was taking a toll on me. It's just taken a toll on me, and I've had to cut it out. I've cut way back on social media. I just have to reach a point for self-preservation where I need to cut that stuff out. My personality is that I want to help. Personally, it's not going to affect me, because my husband had a vasectomy years ago when I got pregnant with our third child. Pregnancy is very hard for me. I've shared that in the last video. I had a miscarriage once that almost killed me, and had I been in a red state, I wouldn't be here right now. Luckily, I live in California, and that medical procedure was open to me. Otherwise, I would have left a husband and a 1-year-old son behind, because, I don't know, the Bible? I don't know. I don't know. But it will not affect me personally. My daughter my youngest daughter had her tubes tied. She also has a very hard time with her pregnancy. She's had 3, and she's got health issues. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. So this isn't going to affect me personally. And my personality is that I want to help, even though it's not going to touch me. It's not going to affect me. I don't have to worry about getting pregnant. I don't have to worry about not being able to get birth control. I still have empathy for my sisters around the country, and it bugs me, and I want to help. I am an activist and I want to help, but right now I'm not I don't have the mental capacity, the emotional capacity to fight for this. So I need to rein it back, go back to the beginning. I have been doing super long meditation sessions, and I don't work outside the home. My kids are all grown, so I can do that, and I am very grateful. The first thing I do in the morning when I wake up, I'm not a morning person, so I'm very sleepy, and it takes me a long time to get out of bed. But first thing I do is, when I wake up, I think of at least 5 to 10 things that I am grateful for the day, and that kind of gets my brain on the right track. Because otherwise, lately I have been going back to that circular thinking that I fought so hard to claw my way out of all those years ago, and I don't want to fall back. I do not want to fall back into that trap and get sick again. So at least now I can identify it early, I can identify the problems, and cut it out of my life. Whatever activities, whatever thoughts, whatever attitudes that no longer serve me, I am getting rid of, because it's not worth it. I think I've mentioned before, Insight Timer. It's an app on your phone. I am not affiliated with them. I don't have an affiliate link. They don't pay me or anything like that. I just want to let everybody know that this is the app that I use, and I can highly recommend it. It's Insight Timer, INSIGHT-TIMER, one word. I'm sure if you typed in both two words, it would still come up. I got it on the Google Play Store, and I believe they do have a free version, but I bought the year version because I seriously use it every day. They not only have thousands and thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of different kinds of meditations, but they also have courses and workshops. And the courses are free. Some of the workshops are free too, but I utilize the free courses. And one of my favorite, I don't know what you call the, he leads meditations and he does workshops. His name is Kenneth Soares. Kenneth, last name Soares, I think that's how you pronounce it, Soares. He also has some videos on YouTube. His channel is Power Thoughts Meditation Club on YouTube, but I use his meditations and his courses on Insight Timer, and the one that I'm doing, this is the second time I've gone through these, and they're very short, so if you don't have a lot of time and that you can do them, they're usually about 15 minutes long, and they break it up into days. Some of them are 30 days, some of them are 10 days. This particular one I'm doing, this is the second time I've done it. It's only 10 days, but you can, if you have more time, you can listen to them all at once if you want. It's called Manifest Your Ultimate Goals and Dreams, and it's by Kenneth Soares. And I've been doing the written work that, some of them are just meditations, some of them are talks and meditation, some of them are journaling, and this one has a little bit of journaling with it. So I have been doing that, working on my goals, how I want to reach the goals. And he talks about time sucks, or time wasters, and what my major time wasters are watching too many YouTube videos and spending too much time, like I already mentioned, worrying about world events, or worrying about the loss of our rights as women in the United States. And that puts me in a bad spot mentally. It makes me angry, and I don't want to be angry. It makes me have hate for people that I don't even know, and that is not a place where I want to be. That's not a place where I want to be. I want to vibrate on a higher level. I want to give out love and happiness to the world. So I can't mess with that stuff. I don't have the emotional and mental capacity to fight in the trenches in this mess that our country is in right now, and still, come out of it with a happy perspective on life. I just can't. Maybe in the future I'll be strong enough to do that, but I don't know. Right now I need to concentrate on myself and getting myself in the right mental attitude so that I can do other things like grow my writing business. I mean, I have been, since COVID, I have been stuck. I have been writing the last 3 or 4 days. I have been writing every day. I am still working on that short story. But it's time for me to get serious about my mental health and shedding what no longer serves me, shedding anything that is negative, any thoughts, any habits, any feelings. I need to just let it all go, because I'm getting stuck in that thought loop, and it doesn't do anybody any good. So that's just what I wanted to talk about. If you are experiencing what so many of my friends and I are experiencing in this country, and there has been a push in the last couple of years worldwide to go to the right wing, and there's been a lot of right-wing governments. Poland's going through that, Hungary's going through it, that authoritarian stuff. And so it's not just the women in America, it's just it's a worldwide thing right now, but right now I see it because I live in America. So if you're having that problem, I just want to encourage you to slow down, look up Insight Timer, or if you have another app that you like using, there's a ton of free meditations on YouTube. That's how I started before I found Insight Timer. Just slow down for a while. Get your brain out of that negative thought loop. Concentrate on your breathing. Make lists. I've got my gratitude list here. What I'm grateful for this day. Write it down every day. Like I said, the first thing I do in the morning, I wake up before I even open my eyes. I list the things I'm grateful for that day, and it could be the same thing every day. It doesn't matter. You're grateful for it. So put it into your heart. Really think about, why am I grateful for that? Why does this thing or this person? Why am I grateful? How does this make me feel? And then it gets you onto the right mental health track. Mental health is so important, so important, because one of my very favorite movies is now I can't remember, Avatar, and the mother of one of the characters said, "It's hard to fill a cup that's already full." That's so true. So if your cup is so full of negative thoughts and negative energy, and your heart is just full of anger and hate and negativity, It's full. You can't put anything else in there. You can't put anything good in there. So just let it go. Let it go. Let it drip down into the earth. Let the earth transmute it. Send it back up to you with positive energy. Fill yourself with as much positive experiences, positive thoughts, positive books. Sorry guys, my phone just stopped recording for some reason. But anyway, I'm almost done talking. I just want to encourage you to take these little mental health breaks. And if you, like me, are having some problems, like I have been having problems sleeping, I've been having crazy dreams, your subconscious is trying to tell you something. You need to just let go of the stuff that you can't change. Let go of the stuff that's having a negative impact on your life, on the way you think. Because once you free yourself up from having to carry all of that negativity on your back, the world kind of opens up to you, and then you'll have more time for the things that you really, really enjoy doing, like my writing. I've been, I just mentioned that I've been writing every day the last couple of days, last 3-4 days. I've been writing every day because I've been taking the time to meditate, to clear my energy field, to remind myself to let go of the stuff that I cannot change and that is affecting me. And it's a slosh, guys. It's a thing. Slog. I don't know what is that word. It's hard. It's a thing that you have to continue to do. You have to continue to work on it. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has perfect mental health. I don't care if you're like the top psychiatrist, therapist, whatever, spiritual worker in the world. You're still always going to be a student. You're still always going to be having to work on yourself. So don't feel bad that like me, I've been working so hard the last 6 years to make myself healthy. Don't feel bad if you fall back into old habits. Don't feel bad that if you have to, like me, start from the beginning. Realize why. What's your why? Why do you need to change your habits or your thoughts? Why? Do you want more joy in your life? Do you want more happiness? Do you want more positivity in your life? Okay, well, why? So start from there. Start from the beginning, and then go. What helps me is writing, of course. It's my journal. I made this, you guys. It's cool. But I journal. I write a lot, of course. I'm a writer. But write down your goals. I'm writing down, and this was covered in that Manifest Your Ultimate Goals and Dreams course on Insight Timer. He goes through what is a goal, how do you set goals. He talks about action steps. Write down your action steps. How are you going to meet that goal? So I highly recommend Insight Timer and their courses. They have thousands of courses on anything, everything. It's absolutely wonderful. I love them. So I just want to say that I am with you if you're having problems. I am too, and we all need to work together to help each other, bring each other up out of this pit of despair that we find ourselves in. And we're coming into the midterms here in the United States, so it's only going to get worse. And then there's a presidential election after that, so it's going to be very dark the next 2 years. Very, very dark. So we're going to need to put on our psychic armor, our armor to help us keep a happy outlook, help us keep positive thoughts, Remember to breathe, 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 and remember to be grateful. That's like step number one. If you don't know where to start listing the things you're grateful for, and then breathe, and then go look for a meditation app, and then just build on there. So I'll probably be making an author tube for my next video. Talk about my progress. It's slow, but it's progress. You know, just take one step at a time. Kenneth in this course says, he asks, how do you eat an apple? You don't swallow the whole thing at once. No, you eat it bit by bit. So just chop away at it. Do one little thing a day. Keep going, keep building, and before you know it, you'll arrive at your goal. There is no other way. If you keep taking the steps, you will get your goal eventually. So I'm really working on manifesting things, getting serious about manifesting things. I need to get serious about my writing career. I need to get serious about keeping my mental health stable and happy. So that's what I'm manifesting. I'm also manifesting more subscribers. I think in the last video I said that I might have 200 subscribers. No, it was 150 something. You guys, my memory. you know my memory. I think I've got 156 or something like that. But I want to manifest 500 subscribers by the end of the summer. So if you have not already and you feel so inclined, you enjoy the videos, or you find me entertaining at least, please subscribe to my channel, Melissa's Muse. Give me a thumbs up and share the video. Leave a comment below. It really helps my channel, and this is what I'm manifesting: 500 subscribers by the end of the summer. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I know you can spend your time anywhere else, and I want to be a positive influence on you. I want to be a positive influence in the world. So thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you are having a spectacular day.